Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time to do another vlog, or start another vlog. It is Monday. It's already like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have been busy today. My parents over the weekend did give me half of the money towards what I owe for this lawsuit. If you guys have not watched my other vlogs, I am getting sued for a credit card that went into collections because I was young and I was dumb and I was irresponsible. And it's been sitting in collections for like the last 4 or 5 years, and I had people tell me don't pay it once it's in collections because after 7 years it falls off your credit report and then you don't owe anything. So I just left it alone. Turns out they can sue you over it. I had no idea. Really, I didn't. Like, I didn't think that they could. I don't know. Anyways, I am getting sued. So we came up with half the money. It was like $632 that I owe. So we came up with half of the money. We had like 4 weeks to do this. So, sorry, I had an alarm going off. We came up with half of the money, and then my parents gave us the other half. I would like to pay them back eventually. I don't know when that will be. Sooner rather than later, hopefully, but we'll see how it all works out. So, as for today, Levi and I went to story time. We ended up getting there for the wrong class. Turns out that baby and me story time is not on Mondays. So we ended up being in a class with like a bunch of 3-year-olds, but it worked out, and the teacher even told us to go, you guys can stay, it's no big deal, not a problem. And there was another baby there who came with an older sibling, and Levi still loved it and really enjoyed it. It was definitely geared more towards older children, but I think he still enjoyed it. I know he did. He was like laughing and squealing the whole time. I think he was just more of a distraction for the class because of how loud he was, and all the other kids were like quiet, you know, and he's used to being in baby time with other babies and they're all like, woo, you know how babies are. So anyways, he seemed to really enjoy it, and then we got him signed up for the summer reading program. I didn't know that kids his age could get signed up for that, but apparently it's a thing of like, oh, you know, parents read to their kids and then they go to story times and they have like, hold on a sec, I'll go get this little map. Okay, so they get like this little map here for the summer reading program, and every time they read 5 minutes, they get to fill in a bubble. Older kids, it's 20 minutes. And since he's so little, I have to read to him at least 5 minutes. But once he bubbles all of these in, he gets to go in and get a prize. So we've got 1 bubble in for going to story time today, and then we'll probably get to the gym by Thursday is my expectation, because we have story time on Wednesday. So that'll get a bubble, and then if we read every single night by Thursday, he should get a prize. So that'll be something to do on Thursday. Yes, we did that. I went to the bank and I deposited, I don't know why I'm clapping, but I deposited the money for this lawsuit. I called the county clerk's office this afternoon, or this morning actually, just asking them, like, since I have to pay this, do I still have to respond in writing? Because that was part of the whole, like, getting sued thing, was like, if you don't agree with the lawsuit and what you're getting sued for, you need to respond in writing. To be filed with the court's office. So I called and she's like, yes, even if you agree that you owe this, you still have to type it up. So I went ahead and typed something up saying, yep, I suck, I owe you $600 some dollars, you know, something along those lines. So it's more professional than that, but you get it. So I have a garage sale meet at 2 o'clock this afternoon for Levi's baby socks, everything from newborn through 6 months that don't fit his feet anymore. So we're getting rid of those. $5 more for Levi's piggy bank. And then we're going to head up to the courthouse, and I'm going to turn in this letter. I know technically it's supposed to have come by mail, so hopefully they will take it, but I didn't know what I'm doing. Like, I've never been sued before. I have no clue. I probably should have called this clerk's office when I first got the letter, but when I first got it, even like for the first week I got it, I was just like so flustered by the whole thing, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, that I didn't catch that it had like the clerk's office and all that stuff, and it wasn't until my dad got to looking at it last night that he was like, oh, you should contact this person here. So essentially this letter has to be in tomorrow, otherwise they just determine what my reckoning is, I guess, which is going to be that I'm guilty, which I'm fully agreeing to in this letter. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it up there anyways. Hopefully they'll just take it with me bringing it in. I don't see why they wouldn't, but we'll find out. If not, I mean, guilty is guilty. I have to pay it regardless, so we'll see what comes of it. But the other option I had was to go ahead, because I talked to the clerk's office lady, and she was like, oh, you know, if you want, because I asked her, I was like, well, how do I just go about paying it? You know, because that was my big thing. Like, since I wasn't disputing it, I thought I didn't have to turn in a letter or anything. And she's like, oh, well, if you want to pay it early, you can go ahead and call their attorney's office. And I was like, will I still owe court costs? And she's like, yeah, probably. So I talked to Mike about it, and he's like, if you're still going to owe court costs, just let it go through the court, because it's going to be like $165, and we currently have like 80 towards that, so we need like another 85. So I'm going to go turn in my letter, and then we're just going to let the court do whatever it wants. They can pass their judgment on me tomorrow, and then I don't know, I'm assuming I'm probably going to have a court date and have to go into court, but that's probably going to be a little while. I would imagine at least 30 days. I could be wrong. I don't know. They might want me there Thursday for all I know. But we're going to go ahead and go through the courts and just pay them however the courts tell us, because what I was worried about was calling up their attorney and figuring out how to pay them and getting it paid early, and then going through the courts, and then the courts be like, okay, you owe us $632, and they're like, I already paid it, and they're like, no matter, you know. So like, I don't know, I feel really hyper today. I just have like a thing of apple juice, and maybe it's getting me all sugared up, but anyways, but that's what's going on. Levi's taking a nap right now, so I'm going to go try to, I don't know, piddle around here and figure something out to do while he is sleeping. Oh, my aunt is coming into town from Texas. She's going to be here Thursday, and she's going to stay the night with us Thursday into Friday. So it'll be really great to see her. I haven't seen her in about a year. We've actually seen her more here lately since Grandma went to the nursing home. In the past 2 years she's been in the nursing home than we've seen her in years. But it'll be really good to see her, and she'll go to my grandma's and spend time with her for a while. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on. I need to get the house cleaned before she gets here. She'll be staying in Levi's room. We'll put the pack and play in the living room for him, and the bed and stuff in there's already cleaned, but like I need to clean the floors and sweep and all that fun stuff in the nursery, and then I just want to clean the whole house because it's getting kind of grody, and I don't have guests over with like nasty floors and nasty bathroom and all that stuff. So that's kind of what's on the agenda for the week. So garage sale meet went really well. It was really quick. She was already there, which never happens because I got there like 10 minutes early and she was already there, so that was awesome. It was really good, quick garage sale meet, so a little bit more money for Levi's piggy bank. And I'm now at the courthouse, which they are like freaking busy down here today. It's never this busy down here, so I don't know what's going on, but hopefully I can go ahead and hand in this paper. I feel like when I was talking about this earlier at the house, I didn't fully explain myself with the whole situation. I waited the full 20 days before responding, and technically I have to have my thing in by tomorrow in writing, my response, and if I mail it, it's not going to get there by tomorrow. So I figured save myself a stamp, come on up here, and hopefully they'll just take it with me and bring it in. So we'll go see how this works out. So I finally got the paper filed. My goodness, I was in there a lot longer than I probably needed to be because I don't know where the heck I was going. So first off, I went to get Levi's stroller out of the backseat of the car, and for Father's Day Mike and I took our dads out shooting, and our guns are still in the back of the car. I forgot. Not a good thing to forget about. So is our boxes of ammo, and one of them got tucked up in the car seat, and so when I went and unfolded the car seat, there was a box of ammo for the whole world to see. Not that it's a big deal, like I think a lot of people around here own guns, but like just being at the courthouse, like it's a gun-free zone, I'm like, I got like 3 handguns in the back seat and like a shit ton of ammunition. Like, hello world. Yeah, so that was just a little awkward. Like nobody's seen it, nobody noticed it. It didn't make it into the courthouse. I caught it when I unfolded the car seat here by the car. So anyways, got into the courthouse, went to the wrong place, had to go up to the 3rd floor, and then went to a different office, and they're like, oh no, it's court. Everybody kept saying court 4, court 4. Okay, well everything is marked with Roman numerals, and bitch don't know her Roman numerals. Like, I am sorry. I live in a podunk town, okay? Nobody around here knows her damn Roman numerals, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure people do, but I don't. That was something that I just never picked up on very well. I don't know them. And like all of the doors on the 3rd floor are marked with Roman numerals, and I'm like, just want to keep walking into doors. And so the first office I went to on the 3rd floor was like, oh, it's over on court 4, just over there. And I walk out and there's like 4 doors, and they all have Roman numerals, and I'm like, So I picked the one that looked like Roman numeral 4, and it was, but I ended up walking into a courtroom. Thankfully nobody was in there. They weren't having court, but it was legit like a courtroom. I was like, and Levi's screaming his head off, like he just thinks this is the best fun. And I'm like, oh shit, like if that had actually been like court in order, like I look like a fucking idiot. So I backed out of there, and then I noticed this little door off to the side, and it's like a glass door, and I was reading it, and it says offices for court 4, and it actually had an actual 4 on it. So I was like, oh, thank God, that's actually it. So I went in, and the lady, like, took my paperwork, and I was like, so, you know, what's the next step? And she's like, oh, you'll just keep getting crap in the mail. I shouldn't say it like that, but pretty much. So there's that. I did my part, so I'm just trying not to stress about it till then. I mean, we have most of the money. We just need to get, I think we need like $85 more for court costs. So I'm gonna try to sell, I've got like 2 giant boxes of sewing thread, like bobbins and stuff, that I am never going to use. So I'm gonna try to sell those tonight. I think if I sell them for 20 bucks a piece, that would give us 40. So I'd be like halfway there. But yeah, that's what went on right there. So Mike is gonna be getting home early, which I'm pretty excited for. I don't remember if he said he has to go to one of the Kokomo offices. And I think he said he's going to get there at 2:30, or maybe he's going to leave for the office at 2:30. So that'd get him here by like 3. That's probably what he's doing. But I think we're going to go open up Levi a bank account tonight, and I need to remember to put that $5 in his bank account from selling his socks. That kid's got like $220, probably like $225 now. He's got more savings than I do. He's like a year old. But I'm happy to be able to do that for him. I'm hoping we can continue to do that for him until he's like 18, and then like he'll just have whatever's in there by then. But hopefully a nice little chunk of monies. But we're gonna head on home. I have dinner in the crock pot tonight. We're gonna do green beans, potatoes, and smoked sausage. So that's all cooking away. I haven't had that in a long time. So pretty excited for that. So we're gonna head on home, and maybe I'll work on doing some editing, because I don't think I really have anything else to do until Mike gets home, and I'm getting really behind on editing. I have a video coming out on Friday that's actually a collaboration, so I need to get to working on that right now. It's already filmed, but I need to do the editing part. Hey there, it is now Wednesday. I didn't film at all yesterday. My phone was just having problems. We really didn't do that much yesterday. So there really wasn't anything to talk about. I just worked on editing because I have a collaboration going up on Friday, so I needed to get that video edited, so I was able to do that. And then in the evening, the only thing that I wanted to film, I wasn't able to, because my phone just like decided to shut off on me and wouldn't turn back on for like a couple of hours. This is like the 3rd or 4th time it's done that, and it's not because it died. It had like 30 or 40% of a charge on it, and it just shut off, wouldn't come back on. And then when it did come back on, it was at like this, you know, the 30 or 40% charge, and this is like the 3rd or 4th time that it's done that. So thinking I might need to get another phone, or get the one fixed that I already have, which would probably be the better bet. So last night we went to the library with Levi because they were putting on a dinosaur puppet show. So it was really pretty neat. I think Levi really enjoyed it. Turns out I couldn't have filmed in there anyways, even if my phone had been on, because they asked for no filming and no photographs, which makes no sense to me, because I mean, I don't know why. I mean, it was a free show to get into for kids, so I don't know why you couldn't take pictures, but they specifically said no pictures, so couldn't take it anyways. But I was wanting to vlog on my way there, and I was hoping to vlog while there, but that didn't work out thanks to my phone. So that's pretty much all that went on yesterday. It was just a really low-key, didn't do a whole lot kind of a day. As for today, we went to story time this morning. Levi seemed to pretty much enjoy it, but a few of the books and a few of the activities they did at story time for babies this morning was the exact same activities that they did for story time for like 3-year-olds plus on Monday, because we ended up going to that class on accident on Monday. So he wasn't as interested as he normally is, because on Monday he was like on it, and today he was like, it depended on the activity, but some of the stuff was like a repeat, so he was kind of like over it and wanted to do other things. But they brought out like this really neat kind of sandbox thing, so he got to play in that a little bit and play in some sand. And then we also ran into one of the other moms / kids that we had swim lessons with. She said that there's going to be another set of swim lessons later on this summer, so I guess her and her kids are going to do the next set of swim lessons. I think it's like the exact same class, just like repeated. So I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but yeah, not a lot going on today. I think we're going to have like some barbecue chicken thighs for dinner, so I'll probably show you guys that. We're going to do that up yesterday, but we didn't have enough time, so we ended up going to McDonald's. Not the best, but It was either eat before at McDonald's or eat after, and Levi fell asleep on the way home after the puppet show yesterday, so it was a good thing we went ahead and went to McDonald's, otherwise he probably wouldn't have gotten to eat dinner. Or he would have been a complete beast while trying to feed him dinner. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to make him some lunch right now. He's up from his nap. I can hear him in there playing. We're getting really low on groceries, like no milk, no bread, no crackers. We don't have a whole lot going on here, but I have some eggs, so I'm going to do him some scrambled eggs with some smoked sausage and some peas. Kind of an odd combination with the peas, but I want him to have some vegetables. So that's what I'm going to be making up for lunch for him. I had a ham and cheese sandwich, which I'm kind of over because I ate that pretty much all week for lunch because, again, we have, like, no food in the house. Payday's not till Friday, so we're just making do. But that's all we have going on right now, so I'll probably check in with you guys at, like, dinner time. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, and I am working on making up breakfast for Levi and myself. The little buzzing sound you're hearing, that is my overhead exhaust. And I am making peanut butter chip pancakes. I have had these like peanut butter chips in my freezer for 2 years, and they were actually my grandmother's, so I don't know how old they were, but they didn't smell freezer burnt. And when we first moved in, I found those with chocolate chips in the freezer, and the chocolate chips are good, and I made chocolate chip cookies with them 2 years ago. So I thought, you know, it just hit me this morning. It's like, I look at these things every time I open up my freezer door, and I'm like, what am I going to do with you? And then it just hit me this morning. Peanut butter pancakes, right? Peanut butter chip pancakes. So hopefully they taste good. Hopefully they're not freezer burnt. They don't smell freezer burnt. And yeah, so this is going to be breakfast for the morning. We are going to be heading to the library for a laser light show here in a little bit. I'm pretty excited for that. My parents and my aunt are going to meet us at the library. My dad went and picked her up really early this morning. Did I mention that? My aunt came in from Texas. Her church has like an affiliate church up here, and so they had like some kind of a trip, and they came to Indianapolis for some kind of Church of the Nazarene get together. I don't know exactly what it is, some kind of a church function. But she is coming up here for today and tomorrow to see everybody. And she's going to stay the night with us. But because we have the full-size bed in Levi's room, but Levi's obviously not in that yet. So Levi will sleep in his pack and play. It's getting smoky. Every time we make pancakes in this kitchen, I don't know why, but it just gets so smoky. Like, it's probably going to set off the smoke detector. I'm doing pretty good right now, though. I mean, it's not until this pancake that's starting to get smoky, but I don't know. So, this is what my pancakes are looking like. Looking a little toasty on one side. Hopefully they taste good. I mean, it probably looks darker on camera than it actually is. It's like a really dark brown. It's not quite black yet, so I'm hoping it doesn't have like that burnt taste to it. Pancakes is not my specialty. It took me a long time to figure out macaroni and cheese. They were always crunchy. I could never get the pasta cooked right. Finally, I'm good with mac and cheese now, but pancakes, I still struggle. I know you're supposed to like wait till they bubble and then you flip them, and I do that, and yet they still end up looking like that, so I don't know. I'm not a culinary chef, but most of what I make is typically edible. Anyways, I just want to come on here and say good morning. It is Thursday. I'm making breakfast. Levi's still in bed. He's probably awake. When I got out of bed a few minutes ago, it sounded like he was up and playing, so I decided to come in here and get breakfast going for us. I don't typically cook breakfast. I'm not like a breakfast cooking kind of a person. Not really. Like, I typically want something really light for breakfast, but that boy wants breakfast. And we're kind of out of all the easy foods, so I had to cook so I could feed my kid. But anyway, that's just kind of what's going on this morning, so I'll probably check in a little bit later on. So, turns out my pancakes were very much so freezer burned. What is up with my camera? It's all fuzzy looking. Oh, those peanut butter chips are freezer burnt. Levi ate a chunk of his before I got around to eating a bite of mine to know they were freezer burnt, and he seemed to really like it, and he's wanting another one, but I thought that was nasty, so I got him out a banana, and I'm probably just not going to make him breakfast. So we had a really good time at the laser light show at the library. So after the laser light show, we took my dad back to the house so he could take a nap. He was really tired. He works nights, so being up on day shift like just throws him off. Not day shift, but like being up during the day just throws him off, even though it is his day off. He's just, you know, doesn't adjust well. If you work nights, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So after that, my mom, my aunt, myself, and Levi, we all went to Cracker Barrel for lunch. I should have filmed. I didn't think about it. I never think about filming when I'm in the restaurant until afterwards. But I got their grilled chicken salad. My mom got the same thing, and my aunt got the vegetable platter. And we got Levi a thing of, well, the child-sized portion of the chicken and dumplings. He didn't eat much of it, surprisingly. He wanted everything off of everybody else's plates. Last time we went there and we got the chicken and dumplings for him, he like devoured almost the entire thing by himself. So I thought he'd do the same thing this time. Nope, he wanted pieces of egg, pieces of cheese, crackers, things from everybody else, and biscuits. But while we were there, Mom picked him up an outfit for the 4th of July. I guess he doesn't have to wear it on the 4th. He's got like, this is, I think, outfit number 3. That's 4th of July themed, but it's really cute, and it'll last him all the way through the fall. It's an 18-month one. I love him in bib overalls. I can't, babies in bibs. It's just the cutest thing ever. But this one has a baseball with the mitt and the bat, and it's all red, white, and blue themed, so just super stinking cute. We were gonna get him one that it was shaped like this, but I think it was just blue checkered throughout, and it had the American flag on it. I would have rather gotten him that one, but that one was a size 12 month. So I figured he'd only be able to wear it a couple of times, whereas this one's going to last him, I think, well into September probably, because he's right at the area where he's between a 9 to 18 month, depending on the outfit. He's kind of growing out of his 9 months, and 12 months fits him pretty good. 18 months is a little bit big on him. And so it can stay warm here well through September into October sometimes, just depending on, sometimes it's freezing cold in September. Other times it's hot through October and into November. Like, it's just a hit or a miss every year, but we're gonna have such a hot summer. I expect it'll stay warm well into September and into October. So I expect this will last him all the way through the fall. And in the fall, when it starts getting a little bit chilly out, we can just put like a long sleeve shirt underneath of this or a jacket, and then he can have his shorts on. That's a very popular thing to wear in Indiana. Shorts and a hoodie. It's always nice. Anybody else like that in other states where, you know, it's kind of, the weather's everywhere, so a lot of times you end up in like shorts and a hoodie? No, I don't know. So yeah, we got him, well, Mom got him that little outfit, and she got him another little stuffed animal that has a little clip on it. So that one's hooked to his pacifier. I don't know what we're going to attach it to. It might go to his stroller because he doesn't have one hooked to his stroller. Currently, he has a stuffed animal hooked to my keys, a stuffed animal hooked to his car seat, and now we have this third one, so we might hook it to his stroller. But right now, I'm just kind of working on tidying up the house a little bit. My aunt will be here later on this evening. She is staying with us, but I don't think she's going to get here till like 9 o'clock. It feels so hot in here. Like, I know the AC is on, but I am burning up. Anyways, I'm gonna try to clean the kitchen. I need to do some dishes, and then I need to clean the countertop back here. It's got some like formula got spilt on it this morning, like the powder. It's not like a liquid, it's a powder. So that's what I'm doing right now, and then probably pick up the living room and such. I really need to sweep and mop the kitchen floors. I haven't done that in so long. It's gross, I know. I hate sweeping and mopping. I hate it. I will do laundry all day long. I love laundry. Fold it, put it away. I don't mind dishes if I have YouTube to watch. I hate cleaning floors. I hate it, and I put it off way longer than I should. But our floors do need to be swept and mopped, so hopefully I'll get around to that. But we're going to do the dishes first. I'm rambling. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:09 in the morning, which is very early for me. If you've been following me for a while, you know. But yeah, I just got to BioLife Plasma Services. I'm going to start donating plasma today. This is my first donation, so I have to have like a physical, and I hear that can take like 2 hours. I'm guessing it's because they test your blood. And so, when I came here to set up my appointment and ask, like, what all do I need to bring with me? Because, like, you need your ID, your social security number, proof of address, any medications you're on. And I wanted to see if they had the daycare facility. So I just came in to make my first appointment and talk to them about all that. She said that the physical isn't anything like what you do at your regular doctor. She said it's not as, like, in depth. And yet it's going to take like 2 hours. So my thought process on that is that they have to test your blood. So I'm guessing that that's why it takes 2 hours before you can donate, is because they have to test your blood. Sorry, I feel like I'm like salivating on the ends of my corners of my mouth. Does anybody else do that? Or it just feels like it puddles there sometimes? It's not like an all the time thing, but sometimes it feels like that and it's gross. Anyway, so I'm here now. My appointment's at 6:30. It's 6:09. We got like 20 minutes. I'm tired. I might go in after I finished talking to you guys though. So they said that I have to eat an hour before I donate. So I picked up a sorry, I'm tired. What's it called? A sandwich? The Speedway is one of their sausage egg and cheese sandwiches. I scarfed that down really quickly, and then I picked myself up a Powerade, and it was actually buy two get one free, and I was gonna buy two anyways. I was talking to my friend Sarah, and she said that when she donated, she would drink I think she said Gatorade, but Powerade and Gatorade's like the same thing. She said she would drink one before she went in, and she'd drink one after, just to help with like blood sugar levels and make sure she's fully hydrated. So I figured that was a good idea, so I picked two up, and the lady at the register told me that I got a third one free, so I got 3 blue ones, because I love Powerade, but I only like the blue ones. Gatorade, I'm open to other flavors. But Powerade's my favorite. So, anyway, yeah, I'm here. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm really not looking forward to this. Like, the biggest thing that I'm not looking forward to is when they put the blood back in you. That just sounds awful to me. Like, it makes me want to puke thinking about it. It sounds awful. And then, also, I don't like the sight of my own blood. So, I'm gonna have to, like, look away for that, because that, ugh, that grosses me out. Oh my god. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm tired. I got up at like 5:30 this morning so I could get here on time, because I knew I had to swing by the gas station, and plus it's like, this place is all the way on the other end of town, so, I mean, I guess it only took me like 10 minutes to get here. My town is like, and I love my town, don't take this as anything bad. My town, literally, to get from the very, very southern point to the very northern point, if you hit all green lights, would probably take you 10 minutes. Maybe 13. I did not hit all green lights, but I came from like the mid to northern part, and this is kind of like on the northern part of the south end. So, and I kind of came from like the southern part of the north end. So if you hit all green lights, it's probably like a 5-minute drive between the two places. But it only took me 10 minutes to get here, actually, because I did hit some red lights and I had some traffic. A little bit, like a couple slow pokes that got in front of me. But yeah, and then when I was getting ready to turn over here, I'm just like blabbing right now. When I got ready to turn into the road that comes to this building, I don't know how to talk. I got into the turn lane, and this guy next to me was in the southbound lane, and he was in front of me, but in the southbound, and I was in the turn lane, which is the far right lane, and he started, like, kind of drifting into the turn lane, and I was like, okay, whatever, go ahead and get in, like, it's shitty you're not putting on your turning signals, but, you know, whatever, people do that. And it's almost like maybe he's seen me, and then got back into his lane. I don't really know, but then when I got up to the stop sign, he crept up, like, a little bit ahead of me, which is weird, because I stopped, like, right on the white line, so he was, like, a car length ahead of the white line, waiting for the intersection, and then the light says no turn on red, so you have to sit there, and I thought for sure he was gonna gun it and try to swing out in front of me, like a dipshit, but people do that. I've seen people do that, and it's really, annoying and aggravating and dangerous. You're not supposed to do that. And I thought for sure he would, but he didn't, so that's good. It's supposed to rain, so I think I should probably grab a jacket out of the trunk of the car, and I think both jackets have dirt on them from the drive-ins because lawn chairs got thrown on top of them. Fantastic. I'm gonna go dig that out because I heard it's supposed to rain and there's been a little bit of sprinklage on the car. So I will check in with you guys after I have been poked and prodded. So I just finished donating plasma. It went really well. It wasn't any big deal. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't necessarily painful. Though getting my finger pricked for testing my blood and then getting the needle stick, neither one of those felt great. But it's no different than at the doctor's and getting an IV. It's that same kind of stick. It's not fun, but once it's in, it's done. And, you know, getting your finger pricked to take the blood for testing, not a big deal either. So yeah, that is it. I think I'm gonna make a whole video just talking about my experience with donating plasma, because I looked it up before I donated to get some more information, and there were some decent videos, but I don't feel like they were as informative as I would have liked them to have been. So I think that I can improve upon that, but otherwise it went really well. So while I'm sitting here in the parking lot, I'm going to call Meyer and have them start, this guy's just acting weird walking around. Anyways, I'm going to have them start my prescription for my birth control. It normally requests like 30 minutes before you pick it up. So I'm going to go, I'm going to call them about that, then head home. I don't know if Mike will be off work yet or not. He has to work like 2 hours today. It's a weird schedule. So he works 2 hours in the morning, then he's off the rest of the day. So we need to go get Levi's bank account, and then we need to go to the bank to see about opening up a, or getting a loan to pay off everything in credit. All that stuff. I'm like tired, and I feel fuzzy in the head. Pay off everything that's all my things in debt collections. There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here, stop blabbing, and head on home. Okay, a little bit of an update for the day. I am tired. This is what my arm's looking like. So this is what my arm looks like after donating plasma. Everything that's all around it that looks like blood is actually iodine because that's what they sanitize your arm with. So that's not blood, I promise. I know it looks like a bloody mess. It's not. It's all orangey yellow iodine. I haven't had a chance to wash that all off. So you can see the puncture hole right there in the middle. The needle they use is a bit bigger, but it's not like more painful going in. It feels exactly like the same as getting a regular IV at the doctor's. So it's not a huge deal. But I do want to put a little Neosporin on there because I don't want it to start to, like, you know, scar over. But my plan for that is to alternate arms. They said my left arm is best, so I went ahead and donated with it today. But Monday when I go back for my next appointment, I'm going to use my right arm and try to alternate between the two. I asked the lady, like, am I going to look like I have track marks if I donate on a regular basis? And she said that she prefers to consider it like a warrior scar, because it really is a good cause. You know, you really are helping people. It's like doing a blood drive. You're really helping people. But if you donate on a regular basis, it can start to cause scars on your arm. So I want to keep Neosporin on that, and I want to alternate between arms when I donate. So anyways, yeah, next week is booking up. I have donations on Monday. Or plasma donations on Monday. I have a dog coming on Tuesday. I'm hanging out with my cousin on Wednesday. I think she has more hand-me-downs for Levi, and I need to get her Levi's party invitation. Excuse me. Thursday and Friday are open. Yeah, so I am tired. Been up since like 5:30 this morning, and it's like noonish now. What time is it? Let's see. Oh, hopefully I don't get copyright for that. 12:40. Yeah, so I just paid homeowners insurance. Before that, after donations, I picked up Mike and Levi, and we went and opened up Levi's savings account. So he's got monies in the bank now, and we're going to start having 5 every paycheck go in there, like a little allowance for him to help build him up a savings. And then my goal for that is any holiday money, any birthday money that he gets while he lives at home, I want to put that in a savings. I know as he gets older, he's going to want to take that and spend it. So I'm hoping maybe I can convince him to do, you know, like put half in to savings and then half for spending. We'll see how that works out. But I'm hoping, you know, by the time he's 18, we'll have a nice little chunk of money set aside for him. And I don't know that at 18 I want to give it to him, but I don't know. We'll see how that all works out. We might, I don't know. We got time. Okay, we got like 17 years before he turns 18. That's crazy. Now it's only 17 years before he turns 18 because he's almost a year old. So, yeah. We got that taken care of, which is awesome. We went ahead and got a loan to pay one of my bills that's in collections. It's the one that's owned by the same company that's suing me. And then our plan is that at tax time, we're going to take our tax return and pay off the rest of what's in collections, my $2,300 bill. So hopefully we don't get sued by them between now and then. And then whatever I'm making from plasma donations, I'm going to pay off. Because I have a handful of things that's in collections from hospitals, so it's all in like with one company. And then everything from credit cards was with a different debt collector. So one is suing me, so we have the money set aside for that, and we're just waiting for the courts to tell us how to pay it. And then the second one is still an active account with them. So I'm going to call them up and just make a payment and just pay it off completely with them. So then we're just paying every month on it through the bank. And so that'll be taken care of. But then I have, I think it's 3 or 4 accounts in collections with Med1. So a big chunk of it is from that physical therapy that I got screwed over on. And that's the one that we're going to pay off with our tax return money this year. And then everything, the other ones are like small, like one's $79, the other one I think is like $123. That might be it. It might only be 2 because I'm not thinking of another number. But I'm going to use the money that I make from donating plasma to pay off those 2 smaller ones, so they'll be taken care of. And after they're taken care of, I'll probably start making payments on the bigger one, just so we can get it paid off a little sooner and we won't have to use as much tax money on it. But that's the plan. Yeah, so just finished paying homeowners insurance. Now heading to Meyer to pick up formula for Levi and my birth control because he ain't looking to have no more babies. Not right now. Things are too messed up financially for more babies. So that's kind of the plans. I'm really like giving myself a guilt trip right now. I have a $30 gift card from Christmas, and my LuLaRoe consultant is well, my cousin is having a LuLaRoe party, like in-home party where you can try stuff on today. It starts at 2. And my LuLaRoe consultant will be the lady that I buy my LuLaRoe from. And, because I only buy from one person because I know her. She's my cousin's cousin. But not the cousin that's hosting the party. Different cousin. I have a lot of cousins. So, I know that when I buy from her, like, it helps her family out. But since I hosted a party a couple of months ago, and the cousin that's hosting the party now booked her party during my party, I get 50% off. And I really want another Irma. And, you know, this 50% off is only good during her party. And so I'm kind of giving myself a guilt trip. Like, I should use that towards paying off bills. But on the other hand, like, I don't have a lot of summer clothes. And I'd really like another Irma because I live in the one that I have right now. And so instead of paying like $35 for the shirt, I think I get it for like, was it like $17 or something like that? Maybe after taxes. So, I don't know. I'm kind of like giving myself a guilt trip. But we'll see. I'll probably end up going and getting it because like I really want another Irma. And then everything else I make will just go on these bills and I'll be done. And then my other cousin is having a sensei party and she loans me to buy something, and it's like $5, so that's like not that bad. And I have another gift card with like $3 on it, but I don't know how that would all work because she's in Texas and I was gonna give $5 to my aunt who lives in Texas to take back to her. So I don't know. I need a nap. I'm gonna head to Meyer and get formula and my birth control. Okay, just got the formula. It is raining. It's raining kind of hard. I'm exhausted. Like, I'm gonna go home and take a nap, I think. Yeah. My brain's not working. So, my mom just called and asked if Mike and I would like to have a Sam's Club membership, and she said her dad would pay for it, which is really nice of them. I just don't know that we use it that much. We had one before having Levi when I worked for a company that had a contract with Sam's, and it had a contract with Sam's and Walmart, a couple different places, but I was at Sam's a lot and at Walmart a lot, and I've talked about this before. And I had a contract with them, not contract, a Sam's Club card for a year, and we didn't really use it that much. Like, even when I was working there, like, occasionally I would buy something, but like, we didn't use it enough to keep it, so we didn't keep it. And that's probably been 3 years ago now. Now we have Levi, and I do like getting the Sam's Club diapers, but a box of those lasts us almost a month. And so, you know, I just asked my mom, you know, hey, are you going to Sam's Club? Can I come with you? And then we get the diapers. So that's like the only thing that we really get there. Occasionally, if I go with mom to get the diapers, like, I'll pick up a chicken, but I just don't know, because they have really good rotisserie chicken, but I just don't know if that, you know, I want them to like buy us a membership and then us not use it. Like, that's like throwing 50 bucks away. Which is really sweet of them. You know, it's really sweet of them to offer. I don't know that we would use it enough. There's Sam's Club stuff. It's like a catch-2020. Because on one hand, they have really good deals on what you're getting because you get in bulk. So it's like really big. It's going to last you forever. But on the other hand, like, everything is like $5 to $10 and up. So yeah, you're getting a bunch of stuff that's going to last you a long time, but on the other hand, like, it racks up really quickly. I know when my parents very first got their Sam's Club card, I still lived at home, and they'd go grocery shopping there, and they would easily spend $350 on groceries there, and they would be stocked up on some items that would last forever, but that's like a lot. And like, for us, like, we'll spend like maybe $100 on groceries to last us 2 weeks. So, hi, can you not hit my car? Thanks. They just like drove through this parking space. Like, they weren't parked over here, they were just like cutting through the lanes, and they cut it real close to my car. Yeah, I'm so tired. So I'm gonna head on home. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Oh, the whole reason I checked in with you guys, I was gonna let you guys know that I just called the newspaper about their newspaper delivery, and the girl told me that the people who handle that stuff aren't in the office, they leave before 12, and that they would call me when they get to my application. So there's that. Which, I had a phone call come in from a random Kokomo number last week, but I didn't answer it because I don't answer numbers that I don't recognize, and they didn't leave a message. So that could have been them. I don't really know. Like, I would hope they would leave a message saying call us back, but they didn't. So I might just call back again on Monday, even though she said not to, and just make sure I call before noon. That way, hopefully, I can talk to somebody. Because, like, if the thing is, okay, if they didn't want people calling in and checking on it, then they shouldn't have a giant sign outside of the newspaper saying, hiring carriers, call this number, right? If they don't want people calling it, why would they have a giant sign out saying call us? So, because I know typically, like, calling and check your applications, like, some places, like, it's cool, other places, like, it's frowned upon, I guess. I don't know. I always thought that checking your applications was a good thing because it showed initiative and it showed that you're interested. That's the way I look at it. So I'll probably call again Monday. It'll be my third time trying to call and get a hold of somebody. But it makes sense that they're out by noon if it's like a really early shift. It makes sense. But I'm going to head on home now. Okay, a little bit of a check-in. I just finished at my cousin's LuLaRoe party. Picked up a t-shirt. I was going to get another Irma because I live in my Irma, but I didn't like any of the ones that she had. But then I found this perfect tee. I love these. They're super comfy, and this one is just like a really soft, like, cozy material, and I'm pretty excited about that. So that'll be good for summer. It's like a really thin material, but really soft. Not quite leggings, but pretty dang close. So I got that. So I had 50% off. I think I got it for like $17. And I just used that gift card from Christmas. And then Kroger's Free Fridays. They have the handcrafted chef's cut real steak jerky. And I got the original recipe. They had like a pork barbecue, a chicken that I didn't even look at because chicken jerky just sounds weird to me. It's probably good, but it just sounds weird to me. And then they had another one of these that was chipotle, which isn't my thing. My husband may or may not have liked it. I don't know. But they also had original recipe. So that's the one that I went with. So we're going to try this really quickly. Give you guys a little bit of a taste test. Okay, it smells really good. And it's like really big pieces too. Like, look at that. A little bit gets stuck to my hand. It's cool flavor. I like that. It's sweet. It's a good one. I'm glad I went with the original recipe. So, if you haven't heard about Free Fridays, it's with Kroger. I know Kroger has a varying other names that they go with. I'm sure those stores do the Free Fridays as well. But for anyone who doesn't know about how Free Fridays work, you need to get a Kroger card and then download the Kroger app, register your card to the app, sign up for the emails, and then they will email you and text you on Friday in the morning letting you know what the item of the week is that they're giving away for free. And then you get on your Kroger app and you go to coupons and you search that item and you load it to your Kroger card. You can do it a couple of different ways. When they send you a text, I guess there's a link you can do, but I think it's a pain in the butt because you have to log back in to your app. Same with the email. So I just get on the email, see what the item is, and then get on the app because I'm already logged in through there. I don't have to log in through my email, you know, and then I just search it really quickly. Anyway, once it's downloaded to your app, you go to the store, pick up the item. They have like a little display at the very front of the store, at least mine does. I'm assuming most of them do. And they'll have the item that's free, and you check out, and it'll ring up free. At first, it will say that you owe like a couple bucks. It'll say like, oh, originally $5.99, now $3.99, because that's what happened with this. It was like on sale today for $3.99, regular $5. So you save $2, but then you go to click pay and it'll go to $0 because it will apply the coupon from your card. So then you get it for nothing, and that's pretty awesome. So to let you know how Free Fridays work, I definitely think you should sign up. I heard about this from Alaskan Mama. If you guys aren't watching her, I think you should. She's really awesome. She has, I think, was it like 6 kids, and they live in Alaska. I enjoy watching her vlogs, so I'll leave a channel link down below. If you guys want to go check her out, she's like a daily vlogger, mommy vlogger. But she's who I found out about Free Fridays from, so go watch her. But I'm going to head on home, and I don't know what we're going to be doing. We have to take my aunt back to Indianapolis tonight, so I'm not sure what time we're leaving for that. And we're also going to get some groceries, so I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to head on home. Okay, I have not vlogged at all today. It is now Saturday. Yesterday evening was just like not my day. Yesterday was like crazy, busy, hectic to begin with. As you know, I got up super early and I went to donate plasma at like 5:30 in the morning. After that, I picked up Mike and Levi and we went to the bank we went to the bank and set Levi up a bank account, and then we went and got a loan to pay off one of my bills that's in collections. Then I dropped them both back off the house, and I went to go pay our home insurance payment, and then I went to Meijer to get like formula, and then I went and picked them back up because Mike and Levi went and took a nap during that time span. So then I actually went to my cousin's house before I picked them up because she was having a Lululemon party where I got this shirt, which I'm in love with the shirt. It's so comfy and so flowy, and yet it like hugs the boobs. I love it. Yeah, so I went and got this shirt, and then I went and picked them back up, and then we went and got groceries, and then we came home, put the groceries away really quickly, and then we had to take my aunt back to Indianapolis where she was staying at her Airbnb, so that she could get to the church services for that evening because she was actually up from Texas for a Church of the Nazarene gathering. It was at the local convention center, well, the one in Indianapolis. So I did all of that, and the commute in Indianapolis was nuts. Now, normally I'm fine doing 465. 465 is like the big loop that goes all the way around Indianapolis. I'm typically pretty good with that, especially if I go 465 west. I have the most experience with it. I'm the most comfortable with those roads. Anything that side of Indy, I'm pretty good with, especially like the Avon, Crawfordsville Road, Plainfield, that area, even in like Greenwood, not Greenwood, I think that's on the other side. Maybe it's, I don't know. Anyways, like that side of Indianapolis, I'm fine with. But if I have to go 465 east, I never go that way. And so typically I'm okay with it, but I ended up in rush hour traffic. That was really, really loud, sorry. I ended up in rush hour traffic. Things were crazy. Someone almost sideswiped me. I had several assholes that just did not want to let me get over, and I would have my turning signal on and they would try to speed up so I couldn't get over. Complete douchebags. And so that was really scary, and just Kokomo doesn't have that kind of traffic on those kinds of roads. It's just literally like a 2-lane highway here in Kokomo, and then you get to Indy and it's like a 3-lane highway. Sometimes a 4, just depending on what section you're in. And it was so much going on. It just, talk about a culture shock. Okay, and then we get down to where my aunt was staying, and like these roads seriously should have been one-way roads because they were so small, and there was just a line of cars on one side of the road, which is good that they couldn't park on both. It was a line of cars on one side of the road, and then the part you were driving on was only big enough for one car, but it was a 2-lane road. So that was a giant pain in the butt because you'd have to find a place to like kind of pull over to be in with the parked cars so that people could pass you. And that was hard sometimes because there were so many people parked on the side of the road. So that was really hard. And then we got her dropped off and we went to leave, and traffic was still hectic. People were still being douchebags and not wanting to like let me in when I had my turning signal on. And then I had this one guy pull out and I almost slammed into him because he was coming out from, I don't know what store it was, but he was pulling out from a store and he came out onto the road. We're not on 465 anymore. This is like down in Indianapolis, which I'm not good with driving in Indianapolis anyways. The roads are just too crazy for me. And he pulled out into the road, into his lane. I was in the lane next to him, but he kind of went into my lane. Scared the shit out of me. I snapped. I just flipped out. I was yelling. I was screaming. I was cussing. Mike was like, you need to calm down. And then I just started sobbing. Just like sobbing. I couldn't take it anymore. I felt claustrophobic. I felt like everything was just coming around me. Like it was seriously like a panic attack or an anxiety attack. I'm not really sure which it was. It's panic attacks and anxiety attacks. Those kind of things aren't something that I deal with often. I've had like 1 or 2 in my lifetime. This is probably like number 2 or number 3. And so I just like shut down, and I was able to get pulled over. I got pulled into a Walmart parking lot, and I got myself calmed down. Sorry, my bra straps are slipping. And then Mike drove us home from there. But I just like, I felt fried, and like right before I just like snapped, I felt like my whole skin, like on my arms and everything, just felt like I had needles and prickles going through it. It was like the weirdest sensation. Just felt like, you know when you get like goosebumps and you feel like you get goosebumps? It was like that, but it felt like needles like sticking me in my skin. It was the weirdest sensation. And then that guy pulled out in front of me and I almost hit him, and I just snapped, like yelling, screaming, and then sobbing. And I was shaking, and I almost started hyperventilating when we got pulled over. It was just too much. I couldn't handle it. Too much traffic, too many people. And so we were trying, that was another part of it. We were trying to get out of the Indianapolis area, and our GPS started like messing up in our car, and so we had the GPS in the car going and the GPS on the phone going, and they wouldn't shut up. They were both talking, and so I just had too many voices, too many people, too many cars. I was freaking out, and I just kept driving. I just got on some random road and kept driving. And Mike, he's just seriously like my rock. He was just like trying to keep me calm the whole time. And then we finally got onto Keystone Avenue, I think it's Keystone, and that's when the car pulled out in front of me, and I just like completely lost it, and we pulled over, and he took over driving because he kept asking, you know, do you want to pull over, do you want me to drive, we could stop and get something to eat, because that was the other thing. Like I hadn't eaten all day. I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning. I only had that breakfast sandwich from Speedway. That's all I'd eaten all day long, and by this time it was like 6 o'clock in the evening, and I was just fried. And yeah, that guy pulling out in front of me just like ended it for me. So I didn't want to vlog the rest of the evening. Like I was just off the rest of the evening. I didn't feel right the rest of the evening. I didn't sleep that great. I feel like I woke up and talked about some random things in the middle of the night. I asked Mike about it, but he says he doesn't think I did. But sometimes when I get super stressed out, like I'll start talking when I'm sleeping, and I feel like I woke myself up in the middle of the night talking about something being written on a piece of paper. I don't even know. But I know I had some crazy dreams, though I can't remember what they were. I was just so stressed out from the whole thing. I don't do well driving downtown Indianapolis. It's, no, 465 or on the west side, and I can handle like Avon, Brownsburg, Plainfield. Like, oh, those are great, lovely places. But then you come on the east side in Fishers and Castleton, and no, I'm just like a frazzled mess. Too much going on. Roads are too small. Too many people. No. I need my small towns. So that's kind of what happened yesterday. Today, I feel much better. I got the house tidied up a little bit. I got my vlog for this week, or for last week, finished up. So it's uploading right now. It's almost 2 hours. It's like an hour and 50 minutes long. Holy crap. I don't know that anybody's going to want to watch that. And it's taking forever to upload. I've been uploading it since like 10 o'clock this morning, and it's like 2 o'clock this afternoon now. It's like taking forever to upload. So, my husband's brother and his family are going to be coming over here any minute now, probably, because the boys, my husband and his brother, are going to be mounting the living room TV up on the wall. So I'm going to give you guys a before, and then I'll show you after once everybody's gone. So this is a before of our living room. There's the TV with the entertainment center. The TV is going to be hung on the wall up here, so all those are going to come down, and then we're going to get rid of the entertainment center here. And then we have the love seat back there. I'd like to take that and move it here underneath of the TV, and then we'll just have an empty wall over there. So I'll show you guys what it looks like once we're done. Good morning. It is Sunday. Mike is strapping Levi in to the back seat, and we're heading off to Meijer because I have a couple of store audits to go do. There's an app you can download. It's called Easy Shift, and it will pay you to go do store audits. Not a lot, it's like $4 or $5, but I have 3 of them to do today, so I should make about $20. So sometimes it's worth doing, checking out. Sometimes it's not, but you know, makes a little extra pocket change. So we're gonna head on off to Meijer, and then I have to go over to Kroger to do a couple over there. So I have not done a check-in pretty much all day. So I just finished one of those easy shifts. So I've made like $10 today. My first easy shift was like $5. Well, I made like $4.80 something on it. These easy shifts, it's like kind of a pain because it'll say, oh, you can make between $4 and $8. I say always go towards the cheaper side because that's typically how it works out. And I think it's kind of shitty because it's typically not your fault. But if, like, say you have to do display checks is what this is. Making sure items are on the shelves, checking for the displays and the shippers that come in. And if you find all of the shippers and all of the items, you get paid the full price. But if you don't find them all, because the store doesn't have them, you don't, like, you kind of lose money from that. And I think that's stupid because, like, that's not your fault the store didn't put up the display, didn't get the display, or is out of stock of an item. Like, that's not your fault, you know, or if they just don't carry it. But it is a nice way to make a little extra pocket change. I'm not going to say it's, like, super easy. I mean, well, it is easy, but it's time consuming. Some of these take a little while. Like, I think this one probably took me 30 minutes or so to do. I'm not really sure what time I got here, but it's 7:50 now. And then the other one, I didn't have enough time to complete, so I went ahead and abandoned that shift because I had 3 of them reserved for today. I got 2 of them done. And when you abandon a shift, it kind of goes off of your radar for like 3 hours, so somebody else has an opportunity to claim it. And then if nobody else claims it after 3 hours, then you can reschedule it to do it again. And you have like 24 hours to do the shift after you claim it. So there's at least one other person in town that I kind of compete with these things. I don't know who they are. I just know that anytime I get on there, a lot of times shifts are taken from them. And this person seems to want to, like, I don't know why people do this, but they like want to take a shift and not do it. And this person just seems to do that a lot. Like, they had a shift scheduled for today, because you can see like how much time the other person has to do their shift before it expires, and then you can nab it. And they had a shift scheduled for today, and I scheduled, you know, 3 for today, and they never did theirs. So I scheduled their shift for tomorrow. So I'm going to do that one while I'm on the south side of town after I donate plasma tomorrow, and then hopefully the other Kroger one that I didn't get completed today, hopefully they don't take it and I can do it tomorrow as well. But more than likely they're probably going to snatch it up really quickly, and then I'm going to have to wait for them to not do it, and then once they're off of it, I can reschedule it again. But anytime that I schedule shifts, like, I try to get them done. It's very rare that I don't do my shifts. So just because, like, it is easy money overall. I mean, it's time consuming, but it's easy. Like, you're literally walking around looking for items in the store and taking pictures of them. People give you a weird look sometimes. Sometimes people ask questions. Sorry, my nose is itchy. And you're not supposed to, like, tell anybody, like, oh, I'm doing an audit. Like, you're not supposed to say that, but I tell them anyways, because if you're just walking around acting weird and taking pictures, I feel like you're more likely to get, like, asked to leave the store. And since a lot of these audits are at the same store repetitively, you know, if you get asked to leave from a store for one audit, more than likely you're going to get asked to leave again. So when somebody asks me, you know, what are you doing? I'm just like, oh, I'm doing an audit, and I just explain it to them. And I think I kind of shot myself in the foot with that, because I'm pretty sure somebody I told at the liquor store when I did an audit there remembered what Easy Shift was and downloaded it, and I'm pretty sure that's my competition. Just because they were super interested in it and was asking me a lot of questions. Almost everybody else, I just tell them, oh, I'm doing an in-store audit for a product. And that's what I should have said the first time when someone asked me that, but the first time I was like, oh, I'm doing this thing called Easy Shift, and it's an app on my phone, and I get paid for it. And I'm pretty sure they downloaded it, and I'm pretty sure that's my competition. So anyways, that is everything for this vlog. I really hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be kind of a quick vlog. I don't think I have a whole lot for this video. That's probably a good thing, because last week's video was almost 2 hours long, which is insane. So, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.